Okay, in this video, we're going to go into a little bit more detail about what it is that the conditional statement is telling us and what it's not telling us. Alright, so let's take a look at this conditional statement. It says, if there's smoke, then there's fire. So what's it telling us? Well, the conditional relationship is not a causal relationship. The conditional statement will sometimes present a causal relationship, where the sufficient condition causes the necessary condition, but that's incidental. The conditions act as signs. The sufficient condition is a sign that lets us know that if it's true, the necessary condition is going to be true as well. So here, obviously, with this conditional statement, smoke doesn't cause fire. It's the other way around. But we have, if there's smoke, we have smoke in the sufficient condition, we have fire in the necessary condition. The way to understand this instead is that smoke is an indication that there's fire somewhere. If we were to see smoke, we know that there's fire somewhere. So let's take a look at this conditional statement. It says, if Farouk is happy on Monday, then he had a good weekend. Well, there's no fixed temporal order to the conditions. That means is that the sufficient condition doesn't have to happen in time before the necessary condition. Any possibility is allowed. Here, the sufficient condition occurs in time after the necessary condition. Farouk is happy on Monday, and that means he had a good time on Saturday and Sunday. So the sufficient condition is Monday, and the necessary condition, the weekend, is temporarily before that. It's Saturday and Sunday before the Monday. And likewise, some of our examples from the previous lessons were situations where the sufficient condition happens in time before the necessary condition. And this makes sense because, once again, the conditional relationship is not a causal relationship. So let's take a look at this condition. It says, if you drink milk, then you'll grow tall. And this is the third point that I'd like you to understand. On the LSAT, just assume that the conditional relationship is true. Obviously, we all know that growing tall depends on more than just drinking milk. There are plenty of people who drink milk but aren't very tall. But in the LSAT, don't worry about whether or not the conditional statement is realistic. Just accept it as true. In this case, if you were told that Felipe drinks milk, then you would conclude that Felipe will grow tall. So to recap, conditionals don't talk about causality, they don't have a fixed temporal order, and on the LSAT, they're all true.